Hey, yo, it's all about that hit and run, baby. We're doing good damage. Our opponent isn't doing any. And if they do, they might knock themselves out. What's not to love, baby? Let's go. So this video is sponsored by the Slowpoke World merch store. So much time has gone into these designs. Go check them out. We've got ourselves a Turnus looking ones. Got ourselves some good artwork. And we got ourselves some Slowpoke World merch. If you want to look swaggy, cool, and support the channel, then, you know, go check it out. Link in the description. Really appreciate it. If you do end up buying something, send me a picture. You get featured in a video. I think these designs are all hella smart. I can't wait for my samples to get here. So yeah, go check them out. I think you'll love them. I love them, and I think you will. So yeah, here's the start of the hit and run deck, babe. We got ourselves Greedent, and it's kind of funny because when I first saw Greedent Sword and Shield, I was like, there is no way this Pokemon's going to be good in any capacity. And here I am, absolutely loving the little geezer. For a Twin Energy, you got smack and run. You do 100, put all cards attached to it and itself back into the hand. So we can promote stuff like Zamazenta V against V maxes, so we're not taking any damage. Always good. Or Galarian Corsola, which basically says when it gets knocked out by damage from an opponent's attack, flip a coin. If heads, that Pokemon's knocked out too, and you will see that come up. Don't you worry about that, baby. And then as an alternate attacker, we've got ourselves Golisopod, who you'll also see, who comes in swinging pretty well for Twin Energy also. And obviously, you know, if you ain't got into that setup, you can always just throw a doll in the active. I'll shut up now though. Let's see it in action. Right, so let's roll in. I'm actually doing these in post because I wasn't recording out my camera on at the time. Silly old me. But anyway, let's roll in. So playing Greedent. And we mulligan, unfortunately. Now we are playing Oak's build. You know, you might argue that, you know, like a Great Ball, even a Pokeball build might be better, but yeah, if you lead Oak's setup, you just get out all your pieces straight away. So let's have a look. So we've got a Pokémon, we've got a Gear, we've got a Cursola to actually play the Pokémon, which is nice. We get a quick ball, and that's all you want to see early with this deck is try and get your basics down, because you kind of need to have two of the Skwovet's down at all times when I have the thing you spin into. Wow, and our opponent just passes straight up. So let's actually talk about what our opponent's playing. So he's got himself the Volcanian Prison Star, which is actually pretty gnarly at dealing with Cursolas and dealing with dolls, which is kind of annoying. And I think right now I'm just working that out. Oh yeah, Volc Prism's really good against us. I think I was actually trying to work out there, was it worth you know, quick balling stuff out to help our Pokégear hit the Oak, but lucky on me, didn't actually need to bother with that. We just hit it anyway. So we get out of the Wimpod, Skwovet, and a Cursola. We've got a Pokémon, and we can get rid of Cursola. So we've actually got a really nice start there for sure. No need to attach energy, no need to dig for anything. You know, he's playing Quagsire and he's playing Frostmoth, so all manner of bonkers stuff can happen next turn. So I don't really want to commit to any Pokemon yet. So yeah, there's a Volcanion. If you don't know what that does, you can discard a water from your hand. If you do, your opponent has to switch their active. So that is like a proper good defense against Zamazenta and dolls and all that good stuff. So it's gonna have to get to the point where I need like 2 dolls in play or 2 Cursolas so we can, like, you know, try and maneuver around that. Not the greatest turns from him though. So he did some sort of support Frostmoth energy to Lapras, evolved into Quagsire, and passes. So hopefully we can get a good attack off here, even the hit and run with a Greedent, or we've got the Golisopod smash as well. And I think at this point I'm trying to work out, yeah, is it worth going for the double Galarian Cursola? Just because, you know, if he does pop the ability, we can just, you know, cycle between the two. But we're coming it away anyway to grab ourselves a second Skwovet. Because if we are going to go for the hit and run this turn, we do need to make sure we have 2 Skwovet's down. We've got the switch and we've got the research. So research just has to find us a energy, and it finds us 2. Luckily, we've also got the Zamazenta for that Lapras. Again, like I said, with the Volcanion, you know, we don't know how effective that's going to be, but you know, at the least, it will force him to be discarding energy from the hand. So I still think Zamazenta has value. We even find a backup Greedent for next turn as well. So that hand is pretty rocking. We actually needed to find a switch so we can actually attack next turn as well. We found all that. We can put Galarian Cursola in the active. I think that's the safest one. On a 2-card hand, like I said, if he wants to try and get around it, he would have to discard a card from hand. So yeah, that will probably, in this scenario, probably rather be attaching the water instead of discarding it. There's the research, there's an energy onto Lapras, there's an Ice Dance onto the Lapras, there we go. Quagsire in the active. Now again, this is sort of one of those things you're only really going to be able to do in this format, right? Is the Quagsire Frostmoth combo, which actually is even something I thought of. That's kind of nuts. There's a Pokégear. He failed that though, I think, so don't know what supporters he's running or how many, but that's unlucky for him. There's the Lapras VMAX. Now he doesn't know he played the Zamazenta, so having a Cursola down and a Zamazenta could actually be quite comical. So we're either saying, right, you're either not hitting me for damage or you're knocking yourself out, one of the two. Put him in quite an awkward little position there, huh? And I think that's actually what I should be doing here, right? And yet there's the Zamazenta. So we get the switch. We can go into the Greedent. We've got a backup Greedent for next. So I'm actually top decked another switch. Our hand is rocking at this moment in time. Carry the Quagsire. Don't know why he attaches the skateboard to the active for, because, you know, chances are we're getting blown up for it. And we take our first prize card. There we go, baby. Happy days. Happy days. And we get ourselves a Poké Communication. Okay, so he goes into the Lapras, which is a kind of nuts. Benches another Wooper. G-Max Pump. Here we go. Hey! That's unfortunate, isn't it, to be fair? So like I said, you know what? He might even had the Volk answer, but he didn't have the energy. So how's Z feel now? He's taking 3 prizes. Pretty gross for him. Interesting that, oh, okay, it's coming to our turn now. I was going to say, like, why on earth would we promote the Skwovet there, but I forgot it's coming to our turn now. Very rare that you take a prize, you know, coming into your turn. So we can just carry this Wooper now as well. We can evolve Golisopod. I don't see nothing wrong with that. I guess we could use it to Pokémon potentially away to find a another Cursola or the little baby one, Corsola. Some really silly names now I think about it. Cursola, Corsola, weird. And I think, is that what we're looking up to do? Yeah, that's what we're looking to do. Because it actually hasn't got any VMAX in play now, so Zamazenta isn't that great. The beta play the Oak setup. I'm just going to put that down. There's probably a reason to play the Oak setup so we get more cards out of decks. So we can top deck better stuff. Because actually I haven't got any draw supporters. I haven't actually operated with any draw supporters this entire game. Oh no, we played 1 research at the start, didn't we? So I'm trying to work out what to put in the active because nothing's actually like a really good wall at this moment in time, which is kind of funny. We have got another switch though. So I think either Golisopod or Zamazenta is the best one. I'm going to go for the Golisopod, which is fine. So if he does somehow knock it out, he only takes 1 prize. But it's not looking good for Akari Carey, if that's how you pronounce that name. It's not looking very good. And there's the concede. Let's keep moving to the next one. Right, so we're joined in the action here, and we've lost the coin flip, and our opponent is going first. How could they? How rude. Let's have a gander. So our opening hand's pretty cool. We've got a Cursola, we've got a Doll, we've got a Skwovet. It's actually not too bad at all. We've got a switch. No supporter though, which is kind of scary potentially, but excuse me. Let's see what our opponent's playing. It's got the metal sleeves. Coparaja, okay. Coparaja on face value could be extremely scary if it's like a damage reduction build, right? Oak setup off the top. Ooh, that's pretty cool. Again, you want to try and hide the Zamazenta though, because if there is a Coparaja VMAX like sort of focus deck, you know, Zamazenta could be quite good. So, with that all being said, like I said, if they're playing like, you know, Cario Melmetal and they're playing I'm laughing thinking about like Frying Pan or whatever one's in format still, Goggles, then yeah, this could get a bit rough because we haven't really got like a nuke attacker per se, and we don't really do a lot of damage. So we'll have to see how it goes. And it's over to us then. So we top deck energy is not really the greatest. We actually have means to attack though, which is rather cool. I'm thinking at this moment in time, our hand doesn't really support, you know, doing a lot of attacks. I mean, we can, you know, do a Greedent play here for 100, which is all well and good. But after that, we're not really doing a lot. So I think I've got to promote Doll in this situation, yep. And it's back over to him. So, I don't think Cobra Roger VMAX does something like, what is it? Like 200 if your opponent's a basic for 3, and then 240 for 4. So he's only 1 energy off that. I don't know what the Cobra Roger V attack is. Wow! And a pass. I don't know what my friend's hand is like, but that must be pretty bad. We get a Pokégear. We find a research which is nutty. We can evolve the Skwovet. We can put the Lord Doll to the bottom and research afterwards, and then we get our energy back, which is kind of cool. But it actually looks like we might be going down a different path here. What are we doing here? We're going for the hard times slash. That's interesting. That's going to do 100, but Coparaja resists grass, so we're going to be doing what, 70, and then we play the research. Okay, that's interesting. I guess it means we can actually like keep repeat attacking, not have to like constantly, you know, RC fart about really, which is all well and good. And I don't think Coparaja VMAX's attack can't actually one-shot Golisopod either, so okay, that's not too bad. I mean, hitting one wasn't going to get the KO anyway, so so yeah, that's actually quite a merit to that play too. Well done, Shay. I don't actually remember these games because it was like so long ago. Let's have a look. So our friend had an unplayable hand last turn. I don't know what his hand is now. You have to hope at least that you can adamantine press for, I think it's 90, and then you take 30 less next time. Yeah, it's not looking good though for okay, so there's the VMAX, so now we can't KO him. 100 plus 100 if they're basic, yeah, I thought so. And he attaches the pan. That's what I was scared of now. So he's at minus 60 for our grass type moves, which is absolutely ridiculous. As it stands now, we actually are sort of locked into attacking with Golisopod because we haven't got another energy. We have the Air Balloon though, so we can pivot out of the Golisopod if we somehow find it. We have got a Pokégear after all to help us find something. Now that he's evolved as well, Zamazenta could come in the clutch. So I'm going to go for a Cursola. Potentially hit himself into that. I guess we could quick ball something away, but we don't really want to get discard anything. And we missed the Pokégear, which is sad times for us, really. That's not good. So we're going to hit him for 70, though. We actually KO him exactly next turn. And he can't KO us, which is kind of neat. There's a Zacian. That's kind of scary. He's got the full arts on the dog boys. So, I want to know what is up with that hand. We got 5 unplayables. Or what are these cards? I don't know. So we get Twin Energy, so we can actually finish off with Greedent. But in this scenario, I think he's got no energy in play. It's just like, you know, taking a KO with a hard time slash is probably fine. Like, I'm not sure. Let's see what we do. I think I'm okay with the hard time slash KO here. We haven't really got anything else to do, so yeah, I think that's the play we go for. Obviously, use Benzization, so we do an extra 50 damage. And then it's over to us. So we get 3 prize cards, which is nice. We get a bosses, which is pretty cool. And we get a quick ball. Okay. So we've still got no energy in play, but like turn, like wherever this is. Kind of scary. For him, anyway. But like I said, that could all change, though. We've got Turbo Patch in format. We got ourselves Metal Saucer. Assault Tackle actually removes special energies as well, so there's no guarantee that hard time slash we can do that multiple times. Obviously, luckily for us, Smash and Run promotes everything back to hand, so we don't have to worry about the energy discard there. And he gets one to the Zacian. So we top deck Greedent, which is nice. We've got our bosses, so we're going to start hitting that Zamazenta if we want to, not sure. We've got an Air Balloon and a Cursola, so if he tries to get fancy with it with the Greedent, you know, if he doesn't want to attack into us, we can just, you know, retreat out of it as well. We got a switch, so that's pretty cool. It looks like we are going. I think yeah, going for Zamazenta's fine. Attaching Twin, and then what do we leave a Cursola in the active? I think that's fine, right? But now it's annoying that it's like a 3-shot, and it's so close to not being a 3-shot as well. But you know, luckily Assault Tackle is a 1-shot for him. I say luckily because, you know, we kind of want Cursola to get knocked out, you know, like, because you know, he might flip heads, and even if he doesn't, you know, he's only taking 1 prize. He's got down double Meowth, and one evolves to Galarian Berserker, so doing a little bit more damage. It seems like it's going to be some sort of like tanky metal damage boost kind of a deck, where you try and like lean really into your Copperajah. Pretty cool. Scary was Tentacruel Rhino. I guess he was playing Pans, so. There's the Mount Coronet. So I don't know if he's, yeah, he should have metal in the bin because he had them attached to the Copperajah, right? So there's the attachments. It looks like he's going to go for the Assault Tackle. Air Balloon on a Berserker, quite like that. Got a little pivot. Right, is he flipping heads? And he's flipping this top one. Oh boy. There we go. He takes one prize, we take two. I was just trying to work out what sending one back. He is fuming that he flips heads. Well, mate, yeah, that's what. If he didn't want to flip heads, don't attack. How's about that? You know what I mean? If you didn't want to kill yourself, don't attack. I didn't tell you to attack, did I? Look, this Galarian Berserker has 120 health. So you can't you can't KO it. We're gonna go for the scrape off so you can't retreat. Oh, that's funny. Now that's thinking on your feet right there, because we don't want to really mess about that Zacian coming in the active. So we can, if we can just lop off that balloon hopefully, and then smack and run it next turn. That's the idea. I think we've seen 2 balloons from him, so I don't know how many else he runs. That could have been his last balloon. There's another Copperajah. We don't really want to be like doing 3 hits into those things. We want to just like hit this Berserker, and that's about it, really. Attaches to the Copperajah. I think you'd rather be attacking with Zacian, right, at this point, because Copperajah isn't really good at dealing with these little one prizes. You know what I mean? Copperajah V Max. He is still angry. I don't know what he's angry about now. Is he like prizes of a Berserker or something? There's a Marnie. So as it stands, that could have been bad. If we were going for like the hit and run loop, but we're not at this moment in time, so that's fine. What do we get? Pokégear, Cursola Energy. So we might be able to get bosses off this Pokégear. I think we only play 2 though, so you know, there's that. Annoyingly, he's playing around the hard time slash really well. Fair play to him. So just saying, so what we Poké come in for a big Cursola. That seems fine to me. Funnily enough, if he goes crazy with the Zamazenta V Max, oops, sorry, go away. The Zamazenta V Max, no, if he goes crazy with his V Max, we can get Zamazenta out. But annoyingly, he has got the Zacian as well, which can obviously slam through a Zamazenta, but you know, that's fine. There's a Galarian Corsola. Let's see what we get off the Pokégear. A little bit of lag and whoa! Just one of those games for Greedent. That's why I haven't played Greedent. We just don't mess about. I said we just don't mess about. I said we don't mess about. I said we don't mess about. Hey, Greedent. Hey, taking wins. Hey, hey, hey. Let's get to the list. Hey. Right then, so here's the Greedent list. Play a full 4-4 Greedent. Like I said, a smack and run is our sort of main go-to. You see a little bit in both games of both attackers, but smack and run is our main way. So play a full 4-4 of them. Another reason why, because we need to always have 2 Skwovet down. Ditto would have been really good for this deck. Maybe I should play a Ditto version for like a Pog deck profile. And then so yeah, we always need to have 2 down, and then if you've got 1 in hand, we get Marnied. We need to try and have like a few more to fall back on. So play a 4-4. 2-2 on the hard time slash. As you saw, it has got really good utility against stuff like a Eternatus. You can really probably just like leaning into Golisopod more. Like, you could you know, really lean into that. Even goes like a 3-3 if you wanted, depending on how popular Eternatus is in your area. Zamazenta, again, really good against the turn. It's good against loads of things. If they just get a little bit crazy, their VMAXs, which they might do, just so they can take more hit and runs. Zamazenta is pretty cool at dealing with those. And then your bread and butter, 3-3 Galarian Cursola. And you could like cut into that, maybe go more into your Golisopod. But this is just good everywhere, right? Your Galarian Cursola. Like, they're bound to flip heads at least once a game. That's like 3 prizes. So. And then 4 Pokédoll as well, because this is like, you can always leave a doll in the active, you know what I mean? 4 Pokégears, 4 Pokécom, 4 Quick Ball, 4 Switch, 3 Boss's Orders, 1 Marnie, 4 Professor Oak setup, really cool. 3 Professor's Research. Now, if I'm looking at this list and playing it, in all honesty, I wouldn't mind some more draw supporters, maybe like a Mincino line or something like this, or just some more draw supporters. So if you look at this list and you want to give it a go, see if you can fit in some more draw stuff. 3 triple accelerations and then 4 twins. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I really like Greedent as a deck. It's really fun to play. Probably the most played deck so far out of Darkness Ablaze, which is nuts to think about. Thanks for watching. If you have more Darkness Ablaze content, make sure to smash that subscribe button. Check the playlist down in the description, where I've been putting out at least one Darkness Ablaze video a day. But thanks for watching, and I'll see you all next time.